Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. That music kind of gets you into the party mood a little bit, right? Getting set for the upcoming weekend. So just bring down the audio just a bit. Welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Odon here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. We're up and running now for this August 12th, 2022. Can believe it's already almost the middle of August. It's just very hard to believe that the summer is slowly coming to an end. I think last night was the last night that sunset was at 8 o'clock or after. So now we're before. It'd be like 7:57, 7:58 now, somewhere in that time frame. So we're on the back end of the downslope here for the summer. It's amazing here, at least here in New Jersey, that the high school football season starts 3 weeks from tonight. That is the first game. Where did that go? Wow, unbelievable. So, yeah, it's gonna get really busy for me here in the next couple of weeks. But anyway, we're here for a Friday. We're going to about 8:35 or so. We'll see how the traffic is. Again, from what the snapshot that I see, it's fairly light, as it normally would be for a Friday morning in the middle of summer. And then I have to reconnect with the folks over at On New Jersey for the morning show there. Just one quick programming note is that there will be no show for the Tri-State Traffic Show on Thursday the 18th because I'm doing some other work for On New Jersey that requires me to be actually on site, not here at home. So a little bit of actual traveling, so I get to experience what all of you fine friends experience on a daily basis on the road. So that will be next Thursday. All right, my friends, thanks for joining us here. Let's get to the action. Let me bring down the banner and tell you about this half hour is going to be sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the best place in the land to get the best ice cream anywhere to be found. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. We're here at 7:18. Let's just stick to the schedule because I think really weather is a good portion of what we're dealing with here today. This is provided by our meteorologist in training, Mr. John Rocco from the esteemed University of Rutgers in Piscataway, New Jersey. So it's a partly sunny start out here this morning. So really a good looking start. You'll notice the humidity has come down pretty decently from yesterday. Although into the afternoon and evening last night, it actually started to feel pretty good as far as the humidity is concerned. It was still warm, but it was still, the humidity was on its way down. Here are your starting temperatures here this morning. Look up there in Newton into the lower mid 60s and then 70 to 71, pretty much all up and down the Jersey Shore. We go into the city, same thing here on average, about 70 to 71 degrees this morning into the five boroughs. We have to Long Island looking at, between 68 and 70 to start things off. So definitely about 7-8 degrees cooler than what we saw earlier on in the week. This is the Hudson Valley. Looking at, I'd say, into the lower to mid to upper 60s, kind of just a plethora of different temperatures there this morning. From the mid 60s all the way up to the upper 60s. Same thing in southwestern Connecticut, lower 70s along the shoreline, and up to 64, 65 there in Torrington. Let's go to John's forecast for today, becoming mostly sunny. Humidity lowers, so temps are into the mid 80s or so, and only just about 80 along the Jersey Shore and the Long Island shoreline. Same thing with southwestern Connecticut. So definitely cooler at the beaches with a little bit of a sea breeze. So I wouldn't be surprised that some of the shore communities in New Jersey and along the South Shore, like Long Beach and even out to the Hamptons, probably don't even get out of the 70s with that sea breeze. Now we'll have a check of that 7-day weather forecast and if there's any chances of rain for the weekend coming up at 7:45. All right, let's go to the action here this morning. And you can see it is definitely the Friday summertime pattern. We are in full effect, my friends, coming across the entire area. So we'll start it off here in New Jersey, as we always do. Let's go to the incident page here. So let's see here now. 35 south just in the area of the old Victory traffic circle in Sayreville. Right lane is shut with a downed traffic signal. 31 crashing down pole down wires on 31 northbound south of 46 in White Township. Everything is going to be shut down there. So that is out this way. Right in here. Probably easier if I just do this. Right in there, probably by James Chapel Road. That's where it looks to be the area of concern on 31. Crashing down pole and down wires on 31 northbound south of 46. Yeah, that's where it is, by James Chapel Road here in the Oxford area. So just look for that here this morning. So a little bit tied up for the Friday morning drive. But again, this is just, a country road out here. So for the most part, I mean, 31 is a large road, but I mean, it's only 2 lanes going each way. Let's widen things up now, heading out to the Poconos along Route 80. That is good. Route 46 is fine through Stanhope and Roxbury. 206, Route 15, Route 80, 287 is good through Morristown. Coming down in towards Bedminster and Bridgewater, we are in great shape here this morning. There's a lot of green on 287, the Parkway, the Turnpike, fantastic. Even through Essex County, not much happening here on the Parkway into Bloomfield. Same thing along Route 3, Route 80, Route 4, 17. Everything is going to be clear. Let's go on over towards Staten Island. Crossings are going to be fine. Let's go into that area just to show you what we're talking about. This is going to be, I think it's right in this area here. Old Victory traffic circle used to be on 35 in Sayreville. So watch for that. So a little emergency repair. Monmouth County, we're fine along the shoreline. 36, 35. That is going to be clean and green. 18. So all of New Jersey is just fine. Everything is terrific along the Parkway. The exit 82 straight on down through exit 0. And then we continue through 55 is good. Little crowding here in the Deptford area, but it's kind of like, well, when is that not an issue? Delaware River crossings are fine. Let's go into the city next. We'll check out the vibe here. See what we have cooking here. Broken down tractor trailer shouldn't even be on La Crosse Island. Belt system. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry. So it's on the Van Wyck approaching the belt. That would be here. It'll be in here. Now it looks like there's some an accident here west on the belt, looks like, coming into Cross Bay. So look for that. Belt Parkway is fine. Again, Staten Island is good. This Gowanus BQE here is been really tied up south on the BQE from Queens Boulevard all the way into the Brooklyn Bridge, and then the inbound side right at the top of the world. So let's go to the DOT cameras. Let's take a look, see what we have happening here this morning. As I do that, I got a nice email last night from Anna and her daughter. Took a ride up to see Ralph at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery and said they thoroughly enjoyed the cotton candy ice cream. Fantastic. So thank you, Anna. That's awesome. Now, of course, the camera is being serviced. I think there's definitely something going on there just past the Prospect, and of course the camera is not working. Prospect into the Gowanus. I think it's on the top of the world. You always hear me call it that. We right in here, this camera. Hamilton Avenue. So that's why we are, a little bit one size. There we go. That's why we're all banged up on the inbound Gowanus over there. So Industry City is fine for the most part. The delay really doesn't start until you get to the prospect. It's just right in this stretch here. Let's see what else we've got. Friends, that's kind of, it really. I mean, Midtown Tunnel is fine. Ed Koch is about 10 minutes there. A little crowding here both ways. The LIE in towards Queens Boulevard, heading south on the Van Wyck is heavy both ways in the Hillside Avenue. What else is new there? East on the LIE is heavy out to the Clearview. North on the Whitestone Expressway to the Whitestone Bridge is busy. Throngs like Whitestone, actually fairly crowded. Cross Bronx West into 3rd Avenue up the hill, a little bit heavy. The Deegan is fine. So is the Bruckner and northern sections of the Bronx. Again, we are looking good. Let's go to the Long Island incident page here at 726. Let's see what we've got hooking up. We've got broken down vehicle on the LA East between 50-51. So that's on the shoulder. That's not really doing much in the way of an impact to traffic. I mean, look at Nassau County. Everything is quiet. So is the westbound LIE at Deer Park Avenue. Betts Highway, LIE, Sunrise Highway until you get out to Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. That's where we're picking up our delay. Let's go to Connecticut next. Out. Oh, sounds of silence. It's actually quiet here. Just finally just turned off. 95-15 through 11. Wow. No, it's Friday in southwestern Connecticut when that is the only delay that's on the board. Look at the Merit, completely empty in either direction. Wow. Nice. Lower Westchester is fine. Rockland, Orange County, the Hudson Valley is clear on 84, the Thruway. 84 across the Beacon Bridge, Brewster, 684, you name it, you're in good shape. We'll check the Hudson Valley incident page just to make sure that there's no major catastrophes. Some Delaware County, broken down vehicle on the shoulder in Putnam County. That's not going to tie up anything. All right, let's go to transit here this morning. Let's check in here. We've got the Maine Bergen 548 departure from Port Jervis canceled. The Mars and Essex 707 arrival into Hoboken is 20 minutes late. 726, 20 minutes late there because of congestion. 713, Long Branch arrival is 15 minutes. 706 there is up to 35 minutes this morning. So the River Line, 15 minutes both ways. We're broken down train near Cinnaminson, and the Hudson Bergen Light Rail, 15-minute delays there with a switch issue near Hoboken. Let's go to the path system. That was from yesterday at Harrison. The northbound station elevator is out of service. All right. We've got some delays on the B train northbound. Delays after a cruise addressed mechanical problem train at Newkirk Plaza on the Staten Island Railway. The 5:30 from St. George to Tottenville not run. 6:30 train Tottenville to St. George will make express stops. Okay. Let's see. Sandra, good morning. Watching the show from my parents' condo in Englewood. Nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Say hello to your parents for us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Very, very nice. Any big plans, Alexandra, for the weekend? You're heading down to the Shore House. If you are, I think you got a fantastic weekend to do it weather-wise. It's much better than last weekend with all that heat and humidity and so forth. All right, so it's 7:30 now. Good morning. This half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Watch her program Travels with Darley on PBS Crate, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, and Ovation TV's Journey. Go to our website, darley-newman.com, for more information. So let's see where we want to go. Back to the maps. It's, like I said, it's fairly good out here. Let's go to the city cams. Let's take a ride on that BQE there, where we're seeing a lot of action this morning. Let me bring that up. all in here that's all jacked. South there on the left. Why? Southbound is busy there. The Williamsburg Bridge. Navy Street. Wow, that is just really just jacked up. Coming into the Brooklyn Bridge going south. Wow. Going to the Shore House later tonight after my first dress fitting. Very, very nice. Congratulations. Excellent. Very, very nice. First dress fitting. That's an event in its own, right? Document that with, the for the photo album, right? The dress fitting. I wonder if that do people do that? I don't know if they add that to the wedding photos, the dress fitting, or the groomsmen and their fitting. It's probably some fun kind of candid shots, which we kind of fun to look back on in 25 years. You got to see if you can get the at the wedding, or when you're leaving wherever you're getting married, church or city hall or whatever your husband are looking to do. You want to get the car shot, with the two of you in the back seat, kind of a deal through the window of the car. That was like a big thing. My parents just celebrated 60 years, and we were looking back through their photo album, and it's amazing. First of all, the one thing I take is that it's amazing how like clear and I don't know, maybe I think it's the film really, like it's just the black and white pictures and just the clarity of the photograph 60 years later. It's still amazing how sharp and clear they are after all this time. I mean, they've been certainly, protected and preserved very well, but there's something to be said about having film for your photographs. Let's see here. Having a Catholic church ceremony and getting a 1964 Rolls Royce. Ooh, very nice. Oh, that's cool. Excellent. Good choice there. 64 Rolls Royce. Fun. Very, very fun there. So yeah, maybe if you can get I always find that picture, that's always just a fun picture of in the back seat. But I think what makes it is that you have to show the car like through like kind of the window shot. Like you can't just show the inside of the car. You got to show the outside door and the window. And I don't know. It's just maybe being a photographer myself. It's just a creative framing, thing. But fun stuff. Excellent. Atlantic Avenue here now. We're just our typical delays here along the BQE. So, I was trying to see if there was something else that was popping up. There was definitely something heading south here because this shouldn't be this heavy for a Friday in the middle of summer, the way we are seeing it now. So, yeah. All right. Let's take a look at this Bell Parkway. Construction? No. Let's widen this up a little bit. On. Problem is the Bell Parkway doesn't have too many good cameras anymore. I'm shocked. Okay, so this is 158. That's actually okay, by Cross Bay. Eastbound is heavy here. Something may have happened. Again, you just can't win with the belt either. Wow, that is just jammed into Pennsylvania Avenue heading east. This is on Cross Bay itself. Yeah, there used to be a camera here at Cross Bay, and then there was a couple in here as well, but to no avail. Yes. Anna, good morning. Buenos dias. Looking forward to the mild weather today. Yeah, it's going to feel, much, much better. Probably, very early September, which is only about 3 weeks away from today. September 1st is 3 weeks from today. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And Anna, thank you so much for the picture. That was awesome with you and Ralph. Maybe if you can type in the comments there, give us your review of the cotton candy ice cream for all of those who are watching us. Um, that was a fun picture. And also, I'm not going to put the picture up. I just need to get your permission to put it on the air if you'd like. But if not, that's fine too. But I think it's a great picture of you, your daughter, and Ralph. Very, very fun. But cotton candy ice cream. What's the review? Let's see here. So yeah, so I think there was something going east here just before Cross Bay that just kind of jacking stuff up. I mean, that's saying construction, but I'm not quite sure if that's I don't know if I'm buying that. So a little more crowded here east on the Staten Island Expressway here into 440. Again, it is just really tranquil. I mean, look at New Jersey. I mean, there is just it's green across the board. Even look at this, even 55 and 42 is eased out. This is like a early Sunday morning out here. Edison, beautiful Edison. Yes. Good morning to Edison. Fantastic, So this is kind of just what we're in there. I think whatever was going on to the BQE and the belt, if they didn't happen, I think we've been pretty good shape. Oh, let's look at the Hudson River crossings. I don't think we're really doing terribly. There were some other issues on the eastbound cross Bronx that were cleared up just before we came to air this morning. So that's why the George is still a little banged up here at 17, but the lower is about 15 and 10 apiece here for the Lincoln and Holland. So you are in good shape. Let's see here. Oh, well, let's check out look. Let's see what the Giants did. So the Jets play this evening in Philly, 7:30. Packers Niners at 8:30. So you've got a full plethora of games. 5 games here this evening. So definitely a lot happening. Preseason week 2 of 4. What does that mean? How can they have week 2 of 4 when week 1 just started? Unless they must count the Hall of Fame game as one. Let's see. The Raiders beat the Jaguars 27-11. Where's the the Giants won. Look at that. Whoa, let's throw a party. What's going on here with this? I just wanted to show the games. I just want to see what the Giants did. There it is. Oh, what's going on here with this? Come on. This is stupid. Oh my gosh. $23-21. Wow, in Foxborough too. Let's see, it was 7-3 after the first quarter, 10-7 at the half, 17-14 there going out of the third. (17-14) going into the fourth. And now what am I? Yeah, 17-14. Yeah, I can add. 17-14 and so 21-17. So it looks like they may have scored a field goal towards the end to win it, maybe. All right. Well, I guess good starter for the G-Men. We'll see if the Jets can piggyback on that. Alexander, I think you said your fiance is a Jets fan. So we'll see what they can do in Philadelphia. Not the easiest place to play, no matter what what day of the week that you're going into, right? It's always difficult. Look at the MLB and, friends, were the Tri-State Traffic Show, and we're talking sports here, but actually that's how I got my start, was in sports. But tell that it's fairly very, very tranquil out there this morning. So Yankees 71-41. Let's see who they're playing today. They will be playing So they are playing the Red Sox here this evening. And let's see what the Metropolitans are doing. They will be where are we? They will be home against the Phillies. Okay. So little cross-state rivalry with the Turnpike series, if you want to call it, right? So Mets are playing extremely good baseball. Let's go back here to the list. We'll take a look at New Jersey now again, just to give an update here on the 31 situation. So that is still shut going north into 46. So this is a local detour there. Traffic signal down 35 south north of Route 9. So yeah, that's through the Victory Traffic Circle, like I mentioned. It's been there many, many times. So yes, indeed. All right, let's bring up the map here this morning. Anna, let's see here. Let's see. My daughter and I made the journey to Cranford Newbean Creamery. Love the cotton candy ice cream, real cotton candy taste, but overpowering. Portions are extremely generous. Excellent. So there you go, friends. Take Anna's and also Justin as well, who was up there a couple weeks earlier. Take their advice and head to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery for some amazing ice cream. Absolutely. The cotton candy ice cream, absolutely delicious. So cotton candy gets 2 thumbs up from Anna's daughter, giving it high marks, 5 stars, 5-star Google review. And you're right about the generous portions. No question about that. You get a lot of ice cream. It takes you a while to finish even just a small cup. So it is absolutely delicious. Let's see here. Ralph was very nice. Okay to post picture. Excellent. He was in the back creating new flavors in the back. I wonder what Ralph is. My buddy Ralph is cooking up. I wonder if he's starting to work on some of the. Wonder if he is starting to work on some of the. Whoops, sorry about that. Wonder if he's starting to work on some of the fall flavors. So there is Anna and her daughter, and there's Ralph in the background. Great shot, Anna. Love it. Outstanding. Cotton candy ice cream gets rave reviews. Very, very nice. Thank you so much for going up and seeing Ralph. That's a wonderful picture. That's a very good picture there. Thank you. Yeah, I wonder what he's trying to cook up in there. He's almost like a mad scientist at times. Sometimes I'll go up and talk to him, and he's got the hat on. He almost looks like he needs like a when he wears the apron. Sometimes he's got different aprons and so forth, but he looks literally like a mad scientist coming out of a lab. Mr. Wizard or whatever, the Mr. Wizard of ice cream, right? So yeah, he's cooking up something good there. I imagine that's kind of what I'm thinking. He's starting to work on his fall lineup, maybe doing some testing and getting the taste correctly, and and so forth. But fun stuff, Anna. Thank you so much. Great picture. Thank you so much for going up and seeing our good friend Ralph here this morning. All right, so it's 7:45 now, friends. So let's go to our forecast from our meteorologist, chief meteorologist in training, Mr. John Rocco, out of Rutgers University. So we're looking at partly sunny skies here this morning. Humidity is much lower than it was yesterday at this time. So we're looking at temps here into the upper 60s to lower 70s, maybe into the mid 60s up there in the northwest section up towards Newton. Let's take a look at the 5 boroughs. Same kind of temperature gradient into the lower 70s across the board here this morning. Even out to Long Island, the temperature gradient is a fairly tight one, into the lower 70s or so. pretty much all across Nassau and Suffolk County. Let's go to the Hudson Valley now, Middletown. I'd be interested to see what Monticello is chipping in with here this morning with our temperatures. And we'll show you that in a minute because you're going to be, whoa. Oh, I'll bring that up in a second. So yes, into the lower 60s there. And then as you get closer to Yonkers, looking at the upper 60s around 70. Northern Torrington is looking at mid 60s as well. 70s across the shoreline, Bridgeport and New Haven. Let's go to the forecast for today. A little bit cooler here. And it's going to even feel cooler because the humidity is going to be way down. So the air is kind of sanitized today. So temps into the mid 80s. So a real nice summer day, 80 in Cape May, 83 in Islip. So I would imagine that there could be, with the wind coming off the water, places like Long Beach Island, or even over to Seaside, or let's say Long Beach and Long Island, or Fire Island, that you may not even get out of the 70s with that breeze, even out to the east end. Here's John's rain and storm threats for today. Nothing. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, clean. But then the chance of showers kicks back in for Monday and Tuesday. So, yeah, here is your 7-day weather forecast. But first, we talked about the drought monitor, because this is another very, very important situation. We are, there's a fairly decent drought. Let me just bring up John's notes here this morning. I just want to make sure I get this right. I don't want to get something wrong here. So it got worse compared to last week. That's what John is saying as far as our drought monitor situation. So, here, parts of New Jersey, I can't really blow this up or expand on it terribly, but whoa, that went full screen on me. Oh, that's kind of cool. Didn't even know I could do that. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Bravo, StreamYard. So you can see that, parts of New Jersey here, we'll say, looks like Monmouth, Middlesex, Union, Somerset, parts of Hunterdon County, Essex County are in this severe drought shading. And then or maybe that's moderate. I can't really tell. No, it's moderate. Why do they always do this? They put the color gradient so close to each other you can't tell. It's like put white is good, like green, blue, pink, purple, or something. I mean, I don't get. I understand they're trying to go like degrees of severity. I understand that, but that's like inside baseball language. Just make it a different color so you can read it. I digress in my rant. So we'll go moderate drought for those counties, aforementioned counties I just mentioned. And abnormally dry for most of New Jersey. Same thing on Long Island, South Shore, moderate drought situation there. Into the Hudson Valley, you're starting to see a little more of the severe drought situation here, probably up towards Putnam County, Dutchess County, up in that area, even towards Litchfield County, along the shoreline here in Connecticut. Abnormally dry, but look at Massachusetts, just outside west of the Boston area is extreme drought. Sorry about that, friends. Extreme drought there. Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, so got to do what we can to try to conserve some water here around the tri-state. So here's the exclusive 7-day weather forecast, friends. So 86 today, beautiful. 82 tomorrow, spectacular. A gem mint 10 day, if you're into baseball cards. 84 on Sunday. We'll get those chance of showers early next week. 79 on Monday, 77 on Tuesday, and 79 on Wednesday. So temps don't even get into the 80s at all. And then back up to 84 for Thursday. So we have a little kind of early morning sickness, early week sickness for the next work week. So, yes, that is our 7-day weather forecast here this morning. And our forecast and the traffic is sponsored by, wait for it, we need a drum roll, please, Travels with Darley. Travels with Darley is on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, Ovation TV's Journey, and also Wondrum. please check out her program. And again, most of the time that I find Darlie's program on the air is on Wednesdays on New York City NYC TV channel 25 at 1:30, and then at 5:30 on PBS Create. Check your local listings for date and time in your area. um, so yes, that is where you can find her program. Darlie just really separates herself from everybody else and really gets that very, very local flavor of any of the destinations that she is in around the world. Local tour guide, just a local resident, possibly tells, brings her attention some of the best places to eat, drink, visit, museums, shops, different unique things to that destination. Gives a lot of history as well. Her and her staff really put together a fantastic program. So please check out Travels with Darlie on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Ovation TV's Journey, and Wondrum. And also, if you can do so here, take a look. Mark your calendars. Less than a week from today, Thursday, August 18th, 7 p.m. to 8:30. This is Destination Cities, St. Louis. This is her lecture about, I think it was sometime early June. She had the Destination Cities Santa Fe. So this is Destination Cities St. Louis. It's an hour lecture and then a 30-minute Q&A afterwards, and very, very informative. Darlie does an amazing job. Puts a lot of work into the slides for her lectures. Also shows some video clips. So if you have some interest in St. Louis, go to smithsonianassociates.org and pick up your tickets. Again, that's 7 to 8:30 on Thursday, August the 18th. We thank Darlie for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. You know what? Let's go to her Twitter page very quickly. Let's just see where she is ventured off to now. She is in Canada, I believe so. I'm not sure, but modern air travel that you can get from one destination to another. Let's see here. Oh, this is the butterfly. She was in the insectarium. Quebec has the insects with the butterflies. There you go. She got the butterfly there. Very cool. Very, very nice. And they say, have you ever had a bad airport experience? My advice for how to ease the pain of summer travel featured in an article in the Boston Globe. Oh, very nice. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go and show you that Monticello number. I mean, this is, let's give the refresh here. These numbers about an hour old, but look at that, 59 degrees. 58 in Montgomery and Orange County. Ooh, that's beautiful. Nice. Let's go to the East End, see what we're dealing with here. A little bit warmer, 70 in Montauk. East Hampton now just reporting in at 69. So upper 60s to lower 70s there this morning. Let's see. Anna says, had never been to Cranford before. Charming town with a fun family friendly vibe. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what Cranford is. Wonderful town. Again, it's my hometown. Grew up there. Would not have wanted to grow up anywhere else. It's just fantastic, as you said. And some of that, I think is the reason why a lot of movies are shot in Cranford. They like the look of the downtown. It looks like a Hollywood back lot set. And they don't have to build anything, just get the permits to shoot. So we've had quite a number of productions. The biggest one that I know of, which shows more kind of the downtown, is Guess Who with Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher. Zoe Saldana, who is Uhura in the Star Trek new films. I think she's also in Guardians of the Galaxy too. But the movie itself was actually, in the movie, the town that they were in was actually Cranford. I think there was a writer or something from Cranford, so they used that. But they actually had shots of them driving through town and other different locales in Cranford. So that's the biggest one that I know. But there's been a ton of other ones. Pete and Pete, way back in the day from Nickelodeon, They shot an entire summer. They rented a house up by the high school, and they did the entire season in Cranford as the backdrop. Let's see here. Alexandra, I was in Cranford a few years ago. My family and I checked out the church festival at the local church. Very nice. Yeah, yeah, very, very nice. Yeah. Cranford's got St. Michael's Church. It's got the Presbyterian Church. It's got, oh gosh, what's the church that's on the corner? Right there in the center of town. Very old church as well. So, yeah, lots of great places to check out in lovely Cranford, New Jersey, the Venice of New Jersey, as it's been labeled up, has that moniker many, many times. There is a canoe club as well. I believe we went to St. Michael's. Yes, that's. I've been there many times myself. Yes. Cranford has a canoe club. Not too many places have a canoe club. Well, not too many places have a river that runs through the town. So, like Cranford does, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, unfortunately. And you take the good along with the bad. But the where was I going? Oh, the canoe club. That's always a fun. When it's really hot and humid and stuff like that, it's kind of challenging. I'm not gonna lie to you, but once you get into the fall, into September, when the weather is probably very much like this weekend, or you can go this weekend, really Saturday, Sunday, it's gonna be perfect to canoe out there on the river, and you can go a fairly decent distance on the river before you have to turn around and come back, because the river used to be able to get into Nomahegan Lake out by Union College. Now it's called the Cranford campus there off of Springfield Avenue, but I think it's blocked. I'm not sure whether you're actually able to get through, or I'm not sure whether they let you through it, because it's a little bit of a tough navigation. But then you continue back, wind yourself back past Memorial Park, and then come back into the canoe club, because you can't go south because there's the waterfall. Don't want to do that. But yeah, Cranford is a fantastic town. Lots of great places to eat. Like, great walking town. Get your steps in, walk around, do a great job with the festivals, and also with for the holidays and so forth. That's a really nice time to go up and enjoy. And I'll also throw a quick shameless plug for my cousin who runs the Cranford Hotel. Head over to the Cranford Hotel for some great food right there in the center of town. Anyway, it's wow, it's already 8:00, friends. Look at that. My goodness, where did the time go? I'm going to put up the co-sponsor, because again, we're going to 8:30, as I have to set up for On New Jersey. My friends Christina Bear, Laura Jones, filling in for Kara this week, and also meteorologist Mike Favetta in the Weather Center. Again, there's our co-sponsorship here this morning. We've got that up and running. Let's see, we've got to put this in. There we go. So good morning, everybody. 8:00 now is our time, and we're dealing with, really, frankly, not a whole lot to talk to you about here this morning. I'm just going to check up on this delay here north on the Turnpike. No, I think it's just some congestion coming into 15E. Okay, so now there's a little bit of a situation here on 46. Out by McBride Avenue. There's definitely something going on here. If I had to take a guess, I just don't know, but educated guess, maybe saying that there may be some construction. Possible. I think, let's see here. Let's go to Passaic County. Westbound ramp to Valley Road closed in Clifton. All lanes closed till November 30th. Boy, people in that area, I'm sure, are going to be very, very happy when this finally clears itself up. Let's go to the cameras. I don't think the camera on 46 at Union is working. It's been out of service for quite some time. I think that's all because of the construction. So we go here at Union Boulevard. Nope. No deal. Meal or no meal? That's 46, 23. 46 to 23 there. That's heading east, so that's fine. Yeah, I've got nothing to other than just to tell you that something's going on. So, I think now looking at this delay, I'm thinking westbound on 46 that there's some kind of an accident there coming into McBride Avenue out by the Best Buy. The Kohl's here this morning. So we'll keep an eye on that now for the next half hour to see how this plays out here this morning. It's these little blips of red that show up are the real indications that something has popped up. All right, so it looks like we may have a crash here south on 287. That exit 47. So let's go to 287. Let's check out that scene. Man. Here. There. There. I don't know where that camera is located, quite honestly. Let's go to 23. 23 north. So there must have been something earlier or yesterday or whatever, and they just didn't put the camera back. Yes, I would say here between 23 and again, I think this is Route 47. Exit 47. Yeah. Something going on here south on 287, somewhere in the vicinity between exit 52. Yeah, between 52 and 47, there's something going on there along 287. Same thing with 46, both ways at McBride. Go back into the city. And there's the road work on the upper level to the Verrazano back into Staten Island. That is going to be a little bit tied up as well with road work. Again, the Gowanus combination here. Gowanus into the BQE. Down north on the BQE is heavy here into the Williamsburg Bridge. Let's do this then. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. So, friends, you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show here. Join Anna and Alexandra and myself. Alexandra and Anna are moderators in the chat room here this morning, are monitoring your comments as well as myself here in the driver's seat. So join us. We're on YouTube and Facebook here on this Friday morning. And again, it is fairly tranquil out here this morning. Just not a whole lot to really talk to you about. So let's see here now. There it is. Okay. So let's go to here. Let's bring up the city incidents. They've got to have this on the list. There's no question about that. They don't. They're asleep at the switch there. So that's the northbound BQE here at Wythe Avenue. The right lane is shut with some kind of police activity there. So Wythe is going to be just before the Williamsburg Bridge. I believe that is it here. Well, let's just verify. Verification. That's Broadway Division. Where is Wythe? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, where is it? Kent and Wythe Avenues. It's right in here somewhere. There it is, Wythe Avenue. So it's right in this location in here. It's where things are a little tight, a little bit tough. Williamsburg Bridge, that's heavy into the city. Battery Tunnel is starting to pick up some more moderate traffic as well. This LIE in Grand Central, everyone heading east, trying to get out of Dodge here, trying to get out of the big city for the weekend on the Grand Central and the LIE. Both ways of the Van Wyck at Hillside Avenue is heavy. West on the Belt is heavy here in the same location. We'll go up to the Throgsneck Bridge. Still, the Whitestone is better than the Throgsneck for a change. Whitestone Expressway into the bridge itself is heavy. South on the FDR Drive, heavy at the RFK. Outbound George Washington Bridge has gone downhill fairly quickly. I don't think it's way too early for them to set up the road work on the lower roadway, but maybe they are starting earlier because it looks like it's a little bit easier of a ride. This morning, the Bruckner is good. The Deegan is fine, but now we got some issues here on the Hutch. This is going to be into 95, the Bruckner by the drawbridge. Let's see if there's any cameras up that way. For some reason, I think there are, but they're actually working is just completely, let's see. Oh, look at that. Yahtzee right on the first one. I think maybe I got to play the Mega Millions tonight, right? First camera. Ooh, that's a T-bone job there. Or spun around. Ouch. All right, so hopefully everyone is okay. Looks like we've got one occupant of one of the vehicles. Looks like the one that's going sideways, maybe out of the vehicle. Hopefully everyone is okay in this collision. So that's going to be going, get my bearings straight, southbound. What we're talking about here this morning. Bartow. Is it? Yeah. It's just off the drawbridge here this morning. So here is drawbridge. Wow, this is what February is going to look like. Getting ready for it, huh? Hey now, hey now, hey now. There's your drawbridge there. Just to give a point of reference. Point of reference. So yeah, so that just happened here. So there it is. There's certainly no police on scene. So unfortunately, just occurred here moments ago. So we're looking at southbound on the Hutch in the Bronx, just off the Hutch, the drawbridge, the Hudson River drawbridge. This morning, just before you come into the interchange with, again, Bruckner 95, whatever you'd like to call it, this morning. So now I see two individuals that are out. Passenger vehicle. What the heck is a passenger vehicle? Oh, yeah, they're all passenger vehicles, but passenger's door on the one vehicle here is open, as you see. Let's see if we can blow that up just a little bit bigger. There we go. Go full screen. Go widescreen. So yeah. So we got two individuals that are out. Again, this is a tough spot. This could be out there for a while, depending on what they need to look at and so forth. I mean, as you see, there is no shoulder. It's amazing how many roads in this area do not have shoulders. or for those outside of the area playing at home, the breakdown lane. I've heard that many times from folks that grow up outside of the area, but we call it a shoulder. Don't ask me why it's called a shoulder, but neither or I don't know. But that is a question for our guest whose show will be dropping on the channel today. That will be our interview with Dan from Roadway Wiz. Amazing interview. We did an hour and 15 minutes, and we barely scratched the surface of anything we really wanted to get into a conversation with in our pre-interview that we had a week ago. He will be coming back on for a couple of more broadcasts because it was just fascinating. You know, one story leads into the next, and you just continue on with your conversation, and it is just wow. So yes, that will be dropping on the channel. Let's say that will be dropping on the channel at let's see what time we want to put that up. I think we can schedule that. I just have to look. We'll say prime time, 8 p.m. tonight. 8 p.m. Check your local listings for date and time, and that will be the August 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central on ABC. The Love Boat. So, so as we're talking TV trivia here this morning, this is amazing. So many of these old shows that are on TV now. I was watching Give Me a Break. Love that show. Nell Carter, Dolph Sweet as Chief Kiniski. Chief Carl Kiniski. And very, very young Joey Lawrence. He must have only been like 5 or 6 or 7, 5, 6 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood. But Give Me a Break. Then unfortunately, Dolph Sweet actually passed away during the show's run, so they actually incorporated that into the program. That was, I think, between seasons 4 and 5 or 5 and 6. I think it was like 1985. There's Give Me a Break, and you've got Welcome Back, Kotter, and one of my favorite shows, Emergency, is on like 17 different channels now. It's great to see these old shows. If you're in the comments there or in the chat room, Alexander, Anna, what are some of the old shows you'd like to see come back on the air? The original ones, not like a remake or whatever, but an original one, as we're watching them clean up this crash here south on the Hutch, south of the Hutchinson River drawbridge, just before 95 Bruckner, whichever you'd like to call it. New England Thruway combination start in the northeast section of the Bronx in New York City this morning. So now we got so now we've got police now on the northbound side closing up the left lane, trying to investigate to see if everyone is okay. Vehicles are all right. There's the plethora of Little House on the Prairie episodes that seem to be on now on more than they were in the original run. Or the Waltons, it's another one that's on a lot. Bob Newhart show, that's a great show. Bob Newhart's show was great. The original one, that was fantastic. Newhart was good, but I like the original Bob Newhart show. It's kind of fun watching that kind of funky, early mid 70s kind of vibe, it's just fun. So you got Cheers, Frasier, there's a ton of them. Then some other stations, some other shows that you think would be in reruns or not, like St. Elsewhere. That was an amazing program for the time. Absolutely amazing program. So many big stars in that show. Denzel Washington, Howie Mandel, Ed Begley Jr., Mark Harmon was on that show. Oh gosh, the list is so long and distinguished of folks that came through that show. Just again, I don't want to ruin the final scene or whatever, but it was just genius writing, absolutely genius writing. They tackled some pretty tough subjects for the time, you know. So anyway, so it is now 8:15 here this morning. Let me quickly go to the comments here. Whoa, there we go. Anna says, Laverne and Shirley, yeah, WKRP in Cincinnati. Yep, that one's on one of the stations, I think. So is Laverne and Shirley, I think, as well. I think is on, but I don't know what channel that is on. But you're right, 3 great shows there. Thank you, Anna. So it looks like the police have now stopped traffic here on the Hutch, so they can get that one vehicle, since it starts and moves. They'll sort out the damage later and just get them out of the lane of travel here. Let's just watch this in real time to see how this is all playing out. The stop motion one. I'm going to quickly switch over here for a second to see if, remember we did this, friends, the last time. I think I'm going to save weather and the sponsor break to the end of the broadcast here, because we're following this sort of breaking news here, if you want to call it that. It's this camera here. Oh, come on. It's a beautiful camera and it doesn't work. What are we doing? That's it there. So we go back to our camera here. So, okay. So that is out of the way. So now looks like another individual is going to maybe get into this police van and go attend the situation off on the shoulder. So that is now apparently cleared. For now. But again, our delays are going to thin out here very, very shortly in either direction. West on the Cross Bronx now seems to have gone downhill for George Washington Bridge. So let's go back here. And again, 8:18 now is our time. Something underneath the apartments, possibly? No, I don't see that. I think that there was something going on here, unless it's just an early push of people trying to get out of the city back to New Jersey for the weekend. I think it's a little bit too early for that. I think it's a little bit too early for that to take place, but it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility. It's certainly plausible. But so, yes, that is our slow traffic on the westbound CBX. CBX, not CBS. Oh, I'd love to do the voiceovers. Like, you know, you hear those guys, you know, they do those little 10, 15 second little deals, but the show's, you know, coming up. Let's see here. So yeah, the upper level to the Verrazano and the Staten Island is heavy with that construction. Yeah, those little sounders that, you know, they again, like they used to do back in the day with, you know, will Captain Steubing find love on the love boat? You know, something, you know, those crazy things they used to do back in the 70s. Or on Laverne and Shirley as Anna and one of her favorite shows, you know, we'll let's see, I'm trying to think. Excuse me. Like, will Squiggy find love? Tune in, Laverne and Shirley, Tuesday night, 8/7 Central on ABC. Yeah. Not doing it any kind of justice because it's 8:20 in the morning and it's not like I've got marbles in my throat, but But as you can see here, I just having a little fun here, friends, because traffic is so very, very light and tranquil all throughout the Jersey Shore. We're fine. Turnpike is good. Maybe an accident here. It looks like south along 287. Let's go to the incident page. Why not? Let's see here. Alexandra. Alexandra, these shows were before my time. Okay. But we'll fill you in. We will fill you in. So there is now this is the situation on 46. Remember, we were talking about that a little while ago. They're saying an overturned dump truck now. They are saying eastbound down. Smokey and the Bandit. I don't even think you could even first of all, you couldn't make that movie today if you wanted to. And second of all, I don't even know if you can even show that movie on TV. It's just climate of the world today. Overturned dump truck 46 eastbound McBride Avenue. All lanes are shut. Okay, so that's a major, major, major problem here for our friends. Now into the Wayne area, you're going to want to, if you are in Fairfield and traveling east along 46, you want to get off the 23 interchange, the Spaghetti Bowl there, and get on to Route 80 going east, because we have no idea how long this is going to be shut. If it's an overturned dump truck, that's whether it was full or had a cargo, could be extended full closure. So, but the westbound side is really jacked all the way back onto Route 3. I wonder if they got the right direction, because that could certainly be rubbernecking, no question about that. But so just cross off 46 off your list. Go with 80 here this morning, getting past through Totowa and Woodland Park, through the area of the Westmont Country Club, home of the big Alexandra extravaganza wedding coming up in October. Let's see here. So yes, that is our big story right now. I miss the theme songs that the older shows used to have. That's right. I think really, honestly, the last one that really had a theme song with lyrics, I believe, if I'm correct, was the King of Queens. Was the last kind of like quasi modern day show. You're lucky that you even get a theme song at all for shows here today. Another movie that could be made today is Airplane. Yeah, this is true. Yes, no question about that. But yeah, the theme songs were always a big deal. Everyone knows your name. Everyone knows the theme song, the Cheers, right? You certainly know Laverne and Shirley. Happy Days, Pratt McLean. Anybody know? Anybody know that Happy Days was actually not an original series? If you can tell me what that was spun off from, you are a major, major, major TV junkie like myself. You can tell me what Happy Days was a spin-off of. It was not an original series. It was a spin-off of, and that is a major TV watcher. But yeah, you had the Happy Days theme. You had, even the Knight Rider theme it didn't have any words, but, very, very recognizable. Back in the late 70s and early 80s, you had Buck Rogers, that was always a good one as well. Battlestar Galactica, which I think was even, maybe like Henry Mancini, or I think he did the theme song to Battlestar Galactica, if I'm not mistaken. And he also did, a bunch of other themes as well. And he also did the theme to Newhart, the one where they have their bed and breakfast or the hotel in Vermont. Very accomplished, composers did theme songs. But that was the big thing. It was an enormous thing, was to do theme songs for TV shows. Yeah, now you barely even get, you're lucky you get anything. I mean, some of the modern shows today, I don't even know. you know, the theme song I always thought was pretty good was for House of Cards. It always had to kind of set the tone for the series, and was always a good one. Obviously, Magnum PI is another great one. Blue Bloods isn't too bad, but it's very quick. Very quick. You know it immediately when you hear it. Just trying to see what other shows are on. I really don't watch a terrible amount of shows. Oh, look at this, Anna. You get the prize. I owe you a cotton candy ice cream. That's right. Love American Style. You're right. Spinoff. It was a little vignette on Love American Style. I don't even, maybe, I don't know. Happy Days came on the air like 73 or 74, maybe. So it was the early 70, 71, so when there was a vignette of Love American Style. Huh. We're talking about movies that can't be made. I'm really highly doubting that Love American Style can be made today. That's another one I think could be off the list as well. But you're right, Anna. Thank you. So yeah, friends, it's 8:27 now. So our biggest story really is this overturned dump truck here along eastbound 46 in Woodland Park this morning. Really, it's Little Falls, I think, as it crosses McBride Avenue. So we're getting word of this crash here, and that's closed. So we're back to almost Route 23. You know, let's just show you. Did I say the word quiet? I don't know, because it all of a sudden just went downhill completely. That's the one at Union Boulevard. Why can't they get that camera to work? This is the one I wanted on 46 at 23. So it's just in the distance is starting to back up here this morning. You got to be really careful passing the Willowbrook Mall on 46 coming out of Fairfield. Please, you got to get over to Route 80 because this is we have no idea on how long that's going to be out there for on this Friday morning. So that is the big issue. That bonk. Tacony Palmyra Bridge is now is closed. Oh, well, that makes no sense here. The Tacony Palmyra Bridge is actually open. That means that 73 is closed because of that. So just be mindful there here this morning. Love American Style. That's a good theme song too. That was a very good one too. Every now and then, I think Decades plays that like a marathon over the weekend, and that's a lot of fun to watch. See a lot of actors getting their kind of first starts and things like that. In that, I think it was started by Stuart Margolin, Angel in the Rockford Files. He was also on MASH. He played the oh gosh, I think it was a dentist or something like that. I think everyone was on MASH at one point back in the early to mid 70s. But yeah, I think that was kind of his creation. Love American Style. Rockford Files is one show that I would love to see them bring back. Absolutely. I think that would, I don't know. I think that would be a really great reboot. Somebody were to try to do it. And I thought that there was some talk about somebody doing that. Somebody had mentioned Vince Vaughn as Jim Rockford, which, thinking about that now, that's actually a pretty good pick. I mean, he kind of has a, James Garner kind of vibe, same kind of hairstyle, same kind of swagger, kind of attitude type deal. I could see him doing that. I don't know, Anna, what do you think? Or Alexandra? That's the Van Wyck both ways at Hillside Avenue is all jacked up. Same thing on this BQE because the northbound side has got that crash here just before the Williamsburg Bridge. So we're jammed back to the Manhattan Bridge here this morning. Yeah, let me know what you think. Vince Vaughn will make a good Jim Rockford. Because we're gonna yeah, wow, it's already 8:30. So I got 5 more minutes here in the broadcast for this week. Let's just see here. East on the southern is fairly busy into 135. So look for that. And then our typical delays out to the Hamptons, southwestern Connecticut. We are moving fine, although it looks like there may be something going on in Trumbull on the Merritt Parkway. Cross turns into the Merritt. Stratford 110 is closed. Woodside Road down Tree. I think there's something's going on here. Yep, there it is. Northbound on the Merritt. We're going to say into exit 52. See if my Connecticut exit numbers are right. Come on now, Smitty. Yeah, look at that. Oh boy, still got it. North on the Merritt 52 and Route 8. So that accident just arriving into our traffic center here this morning. Hudson Valley, everything is clean and green all throughout the upper Hudson Valley. So we are going to be in good shape. All right, friends. So 8:31 now is our time. We thank you. Let me just do this. Let's do this. Bum, ba, bum. We thank you so much for joining us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show on a Friday morning. Pardon me. Chair was starting to slide out from underneath me. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show on this Friday and especially all week. I want to thank my two wonderful friends and good friends, Anna and Alexander, for joining us here as always. Our subscribers 1 and 2 in no particular order, so you're both number 1 in my book. So thank you, Anna, for sending me that wonderful photo of you, your daughter, and Ralph at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Outstanding stuff. Definitely get out and support our sponsors, which we will do very, very quickly here before we take off for this week. There it is, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West is the location of beautiful and historic Cranford, New Jersey, right off the Raritan Valley line of NJ Transit. Get out and get some of the best ice cream in the land, as Anna did yesterday, and thoroughly enjoyed the cotton candy ice cream. Gives it 5 stars on Amazon, and also 2 thumbs up from her wonderful daughter. And so the fantastic stuff there. Also travels to Darley. Check out her program, Amazon Prime, PBS Great, Amazon Wonder Woman, Innovation TV's Journey. Also head to SmithsonianAssociates.org for more information and tickets to her upcoming program on Thursday, August 18th. That's from 7 to 8:30 in the evening on Destination Cities. And the city this time will be St. Louis. So we thank Darley for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, let's go back to the comments here. Let's see. Anna says, Vince would do a good job, but I have mixed feelings about reboots. Sometimes I feel that old shows should just be left alone. I agree with you on that. No question about that. The best reboot so far has been the Magnum PI series with Jay Hernandez as Thomas Magnum. The whole cast just really gels together. Unfortunately, CBS, I think, did something stupid and canceled the thing. And of course, it's always over money, right? But NBC has actually picked it up for seasons 5 and 6. So it's kind of almost like it's not a streaming. It's going to be on NBC, but the episode count is only 10 per season instead of the normal like 22 or 23. But hopefully it'll be very popular. I don't know when that's going to air. Maybe it's a mid-season replacement, which would make it probably sometime early next year. Or if something bombs on the fall schedule for NBC, then maybe that gets slotted in sometime into late fall, but I'm not sure. But it's great that they're going to be making new episodes, so we get at least 20 new episodes here in the next year or two. So, which is fantastic. One of my favorite shows. It really is a good show, and I think you'll enjoy it if you give it a try. Definitely go back and see if you can find some of the repeats. I think it's probably on Paramount Plus now. The CBS streaming platform, but really very good stuff. Also, another good show that I like is La Brea. It started off kind of weird, but it's kind of into its own thing here. So that's coming back on NBC as well. That's kind of fun. So a lot of fun there. Let's see here. Anna says, have a great weekend, everybody. See you Monday. And Eddie, hey, good morning, Ed. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here. So we'll stick on the air here for another minute or two. Ed, a veteran of television himself, an institution of television, is Mr. Ed Davenport. So there's a lot of good stuff on the fall schedule. And we got the football here this evening. The Jets are Philadelphia. And again, as I said, high school football around the area starts up in less than 3 weeks, maybe even a week sooner, maybe in Connecticut or Long Island. I'm not sure. But, Friday night football is back. No question about that. So that should be a lot of fun. So check your, especially in New Jersey, check out your local access channels. They do a great job with covering high school football. All right, friends. With that said, we are going to head off here for the week. Follow me over onto On New Jersey onto Facebook and YouTube as well. Coming up at the top of the 9 o'clock hour for the New Jersey Morning Show with my good friends Christina Bear, meteorologist Mike Favetta, Laura Jones sitting in for Kara, who is off, and myself. So we'll get you through a little bit more of that issue on 46 coming up at the top of the hour. All right, friends, have a fabulous Friday. Enjoy this great weather. And we also want to thank our Chief Meteorologist in Training, Mr. John Rocco. We could not do this program without John's assistance, and John puts a lot of work into those slides, his forecasts, and when he's able to join us live. So I really appreciate it. Appreciate everything, John, that you do. So again, thank you, sir, for all the great work. We'll see you on a Monday morning. We'll see Anna and Alexandra and Ed as well on Monday. All right, friends, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.